Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Bell, and you already know this is To the Point. And we first want to start off with respect, because at this point, respect is what striking student workers at the University of California say they are simply asking for. An estimated 48,000 academic workers walked off the job at 10 campuses today, making this the largest strike so far of 2022 and the largest higher education strike in U.S. history, for that matter of fact. So it is a sign of the times, capping off 2 years of increasing labor union activity across the country. So in tonight's main point, our Van 2 breaks down the resurgence.
Walking off the job after more than a year of negotiations.
We want respect at this point. We want to be paid for the work that we do.
Emily Weintraub is among tens of thousands of postdoctoral scholars, academic researchers, and student employees with the University of California demanding a livable wage and child care benefits.
We want cost of living adjustments. I mean, inflation has been horrendous this past year.
Academic workers on the picket line say they do more than half of the research and teaching on campuses, yet account for only 1% of the UC system's budget. They're demanding 3%. Union leaders say some workers make as little as $24,000 a year.
I think the university does not value us right now.
The UC system is the third largest employer in California, and this strike marks the largest strike in the country since 2019.
What it signals is that at all levels of employment classifications, at all levels of wages, that workers are frustrated.
Labor experts say we're in the midst of a resurgence in labor unions. Public support for labor unions is at an all-time high of 71% since 1965, according to a recent Gallup poll. Union election petitions also increased 58% in the first 3 quarters of 2022. Risa Lieberwitz, Cornell University School of Industrial and Labor Relations, says the pandemic is a large driver. Some people lost their jobs, others were deemed essential but faced unsafe working conditions with low wages.
That opened people's eyes to the realities that they were facing every day.
Compound that with low unemployment and high inflation.
The businesses are raking in profits, but the workers aren't sharing in that. And so the lack of fairness around the distribution of wealth and profits is also something that we're face to face with.
And Van is joining me now. Van, what is curious is that when you look at the overall number of union members, it's at a record level low of about 10%. And in 1983, it was 20%.
Yeah, Alex, that is correct. And labor experts, though, say you can't deny the resurgence of the activity, especially in industries that historically haven't been involved greatly in unionization. So think about Starbucks and Amazon this year. Now higher education with the UC system. Now, Professor Lieberwitz, which you just heard from, predicts that this increase in support and organizing will increase the number of unionized workers across the country.
And to bring it back home, what has UC Davis said about its negotiations with the academic workers that are on strike?
So new this evening, Alex, the university says it believes a third-party mediator may be the best path forward as negotiations continued through the weekend. So they pitched that to the labor unions. Now, the Office of the President noted that the UC's offer for part-time and full-time academic employees would be among the top of the pay scale, among the top research universities, public, and more comparable to private universities such as Harvard, MIT, and USC. So the office wrote this statement saying, in part, these employees make meaningful contributions to the university's teaching and research mission in both part-time and full-time roles, and we believe our offers of fair pay, quality, health, and family-friendly benefits, among other proposals, are fair, reasonable, and responsive to the union's concerns.
All right, Van, thank you. And this strike could impact classes, research, and finals in the UC system. So, of course, we'll be keeping an eye on what happens next.